I am at my desk. My fingers hover over the keyboard. I reach for the stylus, a familiar motion. My hand passes through a pocket of absolute cold. It is not air. It is nothing. The cold is absolute, a physical absence that bites. The office wall behind my desk is gone. The plaster, the paint, the framed certifications, all vanished. Instead, a silent, starless expanse stretches. It is a vacuum. It is forever. There is no sound, no light, just an infinite blackness where the wall should be. The scale is impossible. I pull my hand back. The lingering cold numbs my fingertips. I touch the anchor object in my pocket. The worn brass feels solid, heavy. It is real. The void is also real. My options narrow. The familiar space is gone. My breath is steady. I am here. The void is there. My fingers still tingle from the void's touch. I force them back to the keyboard. The stylus lies forgotten. The screen glows, displaying the same incomplete report. I must finish it. A low hum vibrates through the floor, a sound without origin, a silence that presses. The air around me is still, yet a profound cold seeps into my bones, a chill that doesn't move, doesn't blow. I glance down. The office floor, once solid linoleum, now ends abruptly a few feet from my chair. It's a jagged, crumbling edge. Beyond it, a stark, blinding white abyss stretches, not down, but everywhere. Gravity feels selective there. My chair is still centered, but the room is not. I can't move closer to the edge. I can't move away from the task. The void behind me, the abyss before me. I grip the brass anchor object in my pocket. It's my only constant. I type. The words appear, but my options vanish. My fingers still tingle, a constant reminder. The hum persists, the cold deepens, and the white abyss beyond the floor still pulls at the edges of my vision. The void behind me remains. I type the incomplete report, a relentless demand. My grip tightens on the brass anchor object, its weight a small comfort. Sarah enters. Her smile is a rigid mask. Her eyes, not eyes at all, but twin galaxies, swirl with impossible light. Her voice, a low, resonant thunder, fills the room. The celestial bodies are not for observation, only for record. Interaction is non-compliant. She turns, her smile unwavering, and steps back through the doorway. The door now opens onto a vibrant, impossibly close planetary ring, shimmering with ice and rock. She is gone. I log the coordinates of the ring, its estimated velocity. The report accepts the data. My fingers ache. The tingling sensation intensifies. I continue to type. There is nothing else. My fingers still tingle, a constant reminder. The hum persists. The cold deepens. The void behind me remains, a silent hunger. The doorway still frames the impossible planetary ring, its ice and rock shimmering. I type, the report incomplete, a relentless demand. My grip tightens on the brass anchor object, its weight a small comfort against the growing dread. Then, the windows. Something drifts past. Not clouds, not stars, a colossal gear. Its teeth wider than my office, turns slowly, silently. It blocks the faint, alien light from the ring. Another follows, a massive stone hand, its fingers curled as if to grasp a world. It eclipses the gear, plunging the room into deeper shadow. The scale is impossible. My keyboard feels like a child's toy. The stylus, a feather. my own body a speck. I am nothing against this cosmic machinery. The hum deepens, vibrating through the floor. The cold bites harder. I endure, watching the silent giants pass, each one a further reduction of my world. The brass in my hand feels suddenly hollow. The hum deepens, a low thrumming in my chest. It's not just sound now, it's a pull. The air thins, my ears pop, a dull pressure building. Sounds from the street outside, the distant city drone, they fade. Everything becomes muffled, distant. My own breathing sounds loud, ragged, but only to me. The void behind the desk, the one with the impossible wall, it's drawing something out. A scent fills the office. Cold iron, sharp and metallic, mixed with something like ozone after a storm. It bites at my nose, dry and sterile, my movements slow. Each lift of my hand, each shift in my chair, feels heavy, like moving through water. I fight the urge to look up, to see if the ceiling is also gone, replaced by that same infinite black. My fingers, still tingling from the initial cold, brush against the brass anchor object. It feels heavier now, a dead weight. Frost blooms on the edge of my desk, a delicate crystalline lace spreading over the dark wood. It's real, all of it. I push myself from the desk, the chair groaning under the effort. My legs feel like lead. The frost on the wood crackles faintly as I shift. A low shelf, usually hidden by a filing cabinet, is now exposed. On it, a book, not paper. The pages shimmer, a faint internal light, or perhaps an absence of it. Dark matter, maybe. I reach for it, my numb fingers brushing the cold, sterile cover. It feels solid, yet impossibly light. I open it. Diagrams fill the pages, lines of pure energy or shadow. They show the office, my desk, me, a microscopic point. We are inside something. A vast, hollow structure, impossibly large, impossibly empty. My workplace, a tiny speck, suspended within a colossal, silent shell. My fingertips, still tingling from the void, now hold a faint, residual glow from the book. The brass anchor object in my pocket feels even heavier, a counterweight to this impossible lightness. This isn't just a void outside. We are part of it. That was the last option for understanding. The office groans, a deep, resonant shudder that vibrates through the floor. The book, still in my hand, pulses with a faint, cold light. A low hum starts, then escalates into a whine. The entire structure is drifting, pulled by something immense, unseen. My desk slides, scraping against the floor, threatening to tumble into the starless expanse where the wall used to be. I grab the keyboard, trying to secure it, but my fingers, still numb from the void, slip. The room tilts, slowly at first, then faster, the angle steepening, pulling everything towards the gaping blackness. My breath catches. I can feel the pull, a crushing weight. I have to anchor. I drop the book, letting it clatter, its light dimming. My hand goes to the brass anchor object in my pocket. It's heavy, solid. I yank it out, the cold metal biting my palm. I jam the sharp edge of the brass into a crack in the floorboards, digging deep. My muscles strain, a desperate, raw effort. The floor splinters. I hold on, my knuckles whiten. The tilt increases. That was the last option. The office shudders, then settles with a final protesting groan. The violent tilt eases, leaving the floor at a strange, permanent angle. My hand, still clamped around the brass anchor object, feels alien. A patch of skin on my palm, where the void's absolute cold bit deepest is numb. It's a dead, frozen patch, the color of old ash, unresponsive to touch or pressure. I try to flex my fingers, but the sensation is gone, a permanent scar. Fine, glittering dust, like crushed starlight, coats the carpet, settling into the fibers. Small fragments of splintered wood and plaster litter the floorboards around the broken, deeply wedged brass. The immediate, crushing pull of the void has receded, but its presence remains, a low, vibrating hum that resonates through the building. It's a constant reminder, a new baseline for silence. The anchor object, its edge dulled and scraped, is still holding. I can't undo that. The office walls are back, but the illusion is thin. My fingers brush the plaster, feeling a hollow resonance, like tapping on a stage prop. The floor still lists, a permanent tilt that makes every step a conscious effort against gravity. The crushed starlight dust remains, glittering faintly on the worn carpet. The low, vibrating hum of the void is now a constant thrum beneath my feet. I sit at my desk, the familiar chair, now a precarious perch. The void's silence is not outside anymore. It's inside my head, a constant pressure behind my ears, muffling all other sound. My right palm, the dead ash-colored patch, aches with a phantom cold. The brass anchor object, still clutched tight, feels less like an anchor and more like a desperate plea. A shadow falls over my desk. Tvero, a voice says, "Too close." It's Lena. Her eyes are wide, unfocused. They're saying, "Don't lean on the walls. Any of them. Not even for a second." Her words rush out, truncated, and she's gone, a blur around the corner. I can't undo that. The walls are not walls. They are suggestions. The low hum is louder now. It vibrates through the floor, up the chair, into my teeth. Lena's warning echoes. Don't lean on the walls. I don't need to lean. I feel the plaster breathing, a slow, steady inhale and exhale. The void isn't just behind the wall anymore. It's in the plaster itself, a thin skin over nothing. My right palm, the ash-colored patch, throbs with that familiar, biting cold. It's not phantom anymore. It's real. I press the brass anchor object into my left hand, the metal warm against my skin, but it offers no comfort. It's just another piece of the machine, a cog I hold. The office isn't a place, it's a layer, a thin membrane. I see the edges now, the seams where this reality stitches to the next. There is no outside, only more inside, more layers. The hum intensifies, a deep, resonant thrum that fills my skull. It's a song of endlessness, a constant, inescapable rhythm. I am part of the hum. I am part of the machine. The walls are not walls. They are just waiting,